started doing stand-up about 3 months ago. I've been toying with the idea for years before that, obviously. What is it about human beings, though? You know, you debate for years, months, about whether or not to commit to a certain course of action, you know, whatever it might be. Shall I ask her to marry me? Shall I get a cat? Shall I put my name down to do a bit of stand-up? And it's funny, isn't it? The very second that you get bored with your indifference and you decide that the way forward is just to bloody drop yourself in the deep end and do it, is coincidentally the very same second that you begin to wonder how on earth you thought you could ever actually do it. It's a serious design flaw, the two don't work. And your friends, they're no help, so don't ask. I took my friend, my best friend of 12 years, amazing bloke, Harry. No, we've never had sex. Well, we had. No, you couldn't really call that sex. It would be insulting to the concept of sex to label that sex. Anyway, the point is, I took him to the pub on the night that I had signed up to do my first ever stand-up gig. And I took him to the pub, sat him down, bought him a pint, a packet of peanuts. Obviously very excited was I. So, this is it, Harry, you know, as you know me. I wanted to do this for years and bloody done it now, and no going back. Bit frightened, but what do you think, mate? Think I should have a stab at this? Anyway. Yeah. I think it'd be great. That's great, mate. Thanks. Cheers. Really feel like I've made the right decision now. Nice one, thanks. What is that about? British people, they have a very strange way of relating to each other. You know, take the case of my friend Harry. No doubt in my mind that the guy loves me, would do anything in his power to support me. Why couldn't he just say, Sass, I think you'd be awesome, you know, and anyway, you should have a go. People are so weird. We have this, English people, we have this backhanded, cautious way of relating to even the people we love. It's very strange. But the rest of Europe, I think, the people, they're far clearer, they're far easier to read. And I'm talking emotionally, yes, but day to day, you know, there's just less fuss. You know, the French, for example, the French, they never queue. If there's something we want, we cluster around it, push to the front, and that's how it works, you know? The Germans, they're the same, they don't join a queue either. Well, I mean, they will, that's not fair, they will join a queue. But not if it's more than 3 people long. They'll just start another one next to it. And the Swiss, I've spent quite a lot of time around Swiss people, and they don't queue up for anything either. Mind you, bless them, I suppose they haven't really got anything worth queuing up for. Maybe a ski lift, or to buy a bar of Toblerone. Or a cuckoo clock shop, I'm sure there's a queue in there occasionally. But let's face it, you only queue up once in your life to buy a cuckoo clock before you realise that they're actually just really fucking annoying and you don't want it. With all this in mind, you know, I love watching English people wait for a train, right? Especially somewhere impeccably mannered, like Bath. Right? And there you are, waiting for your train on the station platform in Bath. 4 minutes till the train comes in. It's quite a crowded platform, actually. You've got a 40-minute journey in front of you and your feet hurt. Quite like a seat, if possible. All these other cunts probably want to see as well. Now, if we were in France, we'd all be at the yellow line already, you know, elbowing each other in the ribs, trying to get each other out of the way. But this is England, you know, there's no need to be rude about it. So what we do is we project this sort of polite hostility to anyone that comes too close. You know, you give it a little bit of... Hello. You try and intimidate people away from you a bit, you know? And we observe this unwritten queuing system that is in place on an English station platform. You know, there are people who have been here longer than you, who you don't want to upset by moving before. But far more importantly, there are fuckers that haven't been here half as long as you, who you want to make sure you move before, damn straight. Right? And it's an unofficial queue, but it is there. Admit it. You are slightly outraged, are you not? Somebody new comes onto the platform and just walks right to the front, puts their bags down and makes themselves comfortable. You know, it's usually an American. We all know. And the sad thing is, even after you fight for your place in this ridiculous system, and you're finally there, the train's rolling in, you are still expected to graciously stand back and make way for the elderly and people with children and wheelchair users. Hello, wheelchair users? He's already got a fucking seat, guys. Don't patronise the man. He only wishes he could stand up for this journey, alright? Thank you very much for listening.